Was it easy for you to slide into that role of being a heartthrob?
I wasn't cool in high school. So I was very, here's a funny story. I've never told this because I was always too embarrassed. And I was only asked in the 20s before I had dealt with all my shit. So I was a scrub in high school. I had no girlfriend. Like if I went on a date, it's because they asked me out, and that happened twice. Okay. So, and it's just because I was too soft to do it. Like I just didn't have confidence with girls at all. If I wanted to take them out, I'd be like, this is the stuff. I'm still into this today, by the way. I'd say, hey, do you want to go to the arcade and play 720? It was the skateboard game.
Yeah.
They did skate or dog, and these bees would chase. I thought it was the greatest thing. So why wouldn't a girl like that? And they'd be like, no. And so that was kind of after 4 or 5 of those, that was a wrap. Before the internet, guys didn't know girls played video games. We couldn't find y'all. And, I was just born in the wrong time. So I was very uncomfortable with it. And then we did, She's All That. And I had this like relationship with Jodie Lynn O'Keefe's character. I don't remember the character's name. I think it was like Taylor or something like that. And Jodie had been in the business forever. She was on soap operas. So she had already had like 800 smooch scenes, and, it was all good. I'd had one, okay? I'd had one smooch scene on a tiny independent movie with Tori Spelling called The House of Yes, okay? That was my experience with the ladies. And it wasn't the best. And so all of a sudden we have to shoot all these photographs that'll be on set to like showcase our relationship, right? So it's all stuff that happened in the previous year. So it's just us and a photographer, no director, no Rob Iscove, no Arlie Fleming, no producers, no Rachel to get my back. She was so good to me, man. She's like my sister still to this day. She knew how scared to death I was every day on that set. She was the only one who knew. And Jodie. And so we're on a beach, and he's like, okay, so you guys need to kiss. I'm gonna get some photos of you kissing. And Jodie looks at the color drain from my face and starts laughing, not in a mean way, but in an, oh my God, you've never done this way. And she's done it since she was 12, right?
Sure.
And so I look at her, and she just sees like the shame all over me, right? And she puts an arm around me and she says, you don't have to worry about a thing. I had to kiss grown men when I was 16 years old. We got this. And I was just like, all right. And she may have said 18. I don't remember what she said.
Sure.
But she made me feel so comfortable. And I had to now smooch this chick that I had met the day before as if we had been together. And it wrecked me. I'm telling you, man, I was pouring sweat, nervous to all hell. Probably hung out in my trailer and just didn't want to come out forever afterwards. Deleted a lot of those memories like SNL because it was just, I did not know. The answer is no. I never felt comfortable with that.
Wow.
Now it's easy.
Is there a difference between kissing in real life and kissing in a movie? Like, is there a difference?
You don't always like the person you're kissing.
Well, sure. But like, is there like, do you have to like do more or less tongue, more or less lip? I don't know. Is there anything different?
It depends. I mean, I'm more robotic about it than most. I try to establish what's going to happen before we shoot so that the director knows where my hands are going to be. The actress knows where my hands are going to be. And then I know what you're going to do as well.
Yeah.
And I thought that was normal. Apparently, I'm really weird because no one I've ever worked with has ever wanted to. They're like, oh, I thought
like, we're just going to kiss.
And I'll be like, all right. I remember I did this weird sci-fi movie called Wing Commander, and Saffron Burrows and I have this like scene, and we do the kiss, right? And we stop, and she looks at me and she goes, no tongue? I was just like, oh my God.
Wow.
You thought I just came from church. I was like, I didn't know. Like, I just felt like a fool. And Matt Lillard's there like laughing at me, right? And so I was never good at it. And it was always way harder than it should have been. And I almost always worked with women who were awesome about it and didn't make me feel worse than I was already punishing myself.
Hey, it's Chris, and thank you so much for checking out this video on my CVV Clips channel. If you haven't subscribed yet, I'd be so grateful if you could do that right now. Don't worry, the main channel is not going anywhere. We've got full, in-depth interviews on the Chris Van Vliet channel. CVV Clips is for exactly that, clips from those longer interviews.